Hello everybody, my name is Orion and welcome to Strange Horticulture. I'm getting back into the roots of what I was playing. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, more likely exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There is much to learn, but one thing is already clear: the rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Day 1. Front. I found it, and except on the elusive wandering bird came to life. Here in Ambles, and I did not tell you all about it. I even found something in the gilded dendra that might be a infest. Get help on a good scratch behind the ear from me. Dangerous plant, grows sparsely on the hills of North, to the northeast of Backwater. The secret. What is this? Another thing. Bishop's Pouncer. Farmer's World. Abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities. Not as spongy as most mushrooms, in fact. Besides, it's so much sharp. Spongy mushroom. Smells strongly aromatic. As far as I can tell, it's best to label what I already have before going right down, before gaining a new plant. Like this a few times, so
Victoria Gray. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. A wonderful place to spend your time surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. I hear whisper voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above, but nobody lives there. It's empty. St. John's Park. Bright red hills. Clavicular. Largely leaves. This plant, they make love work. Northeast of back. And more back. Fast. Hungry is starless gray moon as it turned into bright sunshine. Good thing too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back to the cover. Oh, unwelcome shade. This thing. And Ambleside. The library here is side is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly. And shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's bringing ear to ear, and can't wait to show me what she's found. Gilded dendra, the sapless plant that lives in veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to Dendra's mouth. Sharing pain with the dark. Poison so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. Both. Today. Good little plants though, eh? Don't let it for you. Oswald is a hateful town. It's beaten, robbed, and left to die in the streets. After many days I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in the first place. And I'm covering in the woods to the south of the town, with a group of travelers from the northeast. A bright flower, and tears flowed down my face. I've reminded that there's beauty in the world. I shall be returning Anamiasu. Amos Duncan. Swarf. Okay. South. Northeast corner of the woods. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature and away from stench of climate under here. It's not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. Those witches force stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way down through Backborough. I did Trumpet Sisterhood. Here, and I brought a pennant from the south to trade for some lemon down. Hardly worth the trouble. Only packed in the extra miles ahead. And to cover to get here. Lemon around. Fennec. Give me just a moment. Alright. called this finite, so I figured I'd label that one beforehand.
My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, next to her terrifying black skunk creature. Fear gripped with her mother. Her father was barely lying. Instant isn't enough. He struck her, finally broke the hold he had over her mother, and she fled into the night. Sticky Faye held her close. Faye often has vivid dreams, but has never considered that other people do not. She came to strange horticulture, taking a leap from her nightmares. Behind a mask, next to her stood a terrifying black skeleton creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, though it had no discernible face. I could sense a hint of expression from its features. It seemed to be laughing. But not the joyous laughter of a child, the sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me from the first breath of winter. This must be something getting worse. I need sleep. Butterdale. Often found growing in clumps on valley sides. Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin issues. Dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched upon putis. Flowers smell buttery to some people. Laura Butterfield. Guy Wandering Bow? That always reminds me of, what's his name? The hermit inventor. The Wanderer. Anyway, you've got Bow. Bow, if you got it. Lady of Summer. The leaves curl around to light blue, which combined with an attractive flower and hardy nature, is sought after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. Let's check the other plants. It's milky liquid. According to legend, it can open any lock and a pack of drugs or secure. Heart-shaped leaves. Spongy mushroom. Offering foxbun can be considered by some to represent contracted friendships between strangers. Thick shiny leaves grow upon opposing paths along the stems. Gandhi root. Plant with medicinal properties that can aid digestive troubles when prepared. It must be taken out as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn pink. Harlequin blue. And the bushy blue flowerheads stem. close to the touch. The flowers still leaves. Smells of nothing that I can detect. Purple flowers have light loving scent. Small leaves delicate flowers. Many smaller blue flowers. They smell pleasant. This whispering in its book feels like rough glass paper. Cream colored flowers, they smell wonderful. Scent that scratches the back of the throat. Rising softly with the sweet scent. Small red birds. Row H, the third river, started when she found something. Something that she was not meant to find. A book, tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. We planted quiet. Fingers ache handling the plant. Apis nemesis. I'm gonna be quick about it. That damn cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this. Gandhi root. Leaves are an irritant. Meekdew. Beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets. Makes a sought-after decorative plant, although it's difficult to care for. May be pleasant looking, but your leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. David Schaefer. That kind of mayor is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mayor. There's an old slate mine in Hard Knot, and there's some interesting looking fungi growing in it. Never seen anything like them before. seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by tramways. Thought you might be interested. Hard not. Underwear. Hard not. Clavelium. The gate swings open slowly, playing loudly on its rusted hinges. After a short exploration of the tunnel, Auguria. When burned, incense made from woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers, like rounded tufts of gentle lambs were characteristic of this plant. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest, investigating the possible murder there. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The sisterhood are secret little, and they're not keen to talk to me. Leader of the Order, whatever they call her, she's dead. Her instinct is hiding something. Fox button. Brimlock. Warming effect against extreme cold. The leaves are waxy and tough. Reuben Ward works with police on murder cases. He's kind, good-humored man, but beneath the mask he is deeply sad. His only child, a daughter, had seemed troubled for some time before running away from home several years ago. Victims whose tragedies he tries to uncover are all somebody's son, somebody's daughter. The search for answers drives him forward, piecing together the logic of life and death. Burbridge is a rich man who inherited a fortune but never experienced the love of his parents. He expects people to do his bidding in quick anger. There are many in Undermere who would be glad to see the back of him, but with wealth comes power, and few would challenge his fate.
was able to make out whispered voices last night with the help of St. John's Poppy. There's a medium using the room, illegally I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plan you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? Harlequin Blue. Shimmer lung. Dried stem of the shimmer lung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a blinding white purple light. Flowers grow wrapped arch-roofed leaves. High-pitched shrieks. Bethany Coleman. We have heard the rumors that our Arda is dead. May Arduina bring her spirit of peace. Nature of her death is unusual. Sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. Bind yourself to secrecy. Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore, across from Torva. Please help us. One block is a mile. Lakeshore. From the lakeshore. As soon as I step off the road, two members of the sisterhood step out and remind me that this is their forest. I'm not welcome here. I try showing them the sister's letter, but they tell me I'm in the wrong place and they move me along without offering any help. Okay, a mile from the lakeshore. Wait. That's the lakeshore. A mile. Sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter, and she lets me through. I'm ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door, on a corridor, and down a set of stone stairs into the cool basement. Lying on the table draped in silk is the Arda. There's not a mark on her, but her
open eyes are black, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? Asked my escort. I set to work. Wren. Long leaves. Man, I think it gave me an achievement. Let me check. Oh, identified 10 plants. Nice. Gray sandfire. Sandfire is tough outer bark which has many useful purposes. Some chew on it at form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it, causing phlegm like tendrils. I extract a sample of the otter's blood and introduce it to the wren, and my suspicions are confirmed. Immediately the leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing: gilded dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. Dendra is my asthma. Leaves of the plant can be painful. Long leaves are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons, and so can be used to detect them. There is no flower. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away. Not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I'm grateful for. These two. Where are they? Leaves have stiff ribs. Shimmerlung. Turquoise flowers, sharp thorns. Isidore Burbage. I'm this close to reporting you, halfwit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. I'll have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make it right. Butterdale or Meekdew. I'm found growing clumps on the valley. Skin rashes. Butterdale. Definitely Butterdale. eyesights, dark green leaves, buttery to some people. Story. The dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances. They are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. Cross-section of the stem shows the distinctive triple xylem and phloem of the storia. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rustland, south of Crinkle Cracks. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure. After studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. North of Hawkshead. East of Lowick. Yeah. West of Rustland. South of Crinkle Cracks. So, here. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing, a whisper with no expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger, surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. Flowers growing at the end of thin stems. I'm looking for a plant. Lady of... what's it? No green-eyed trail, that's for sure. My mind isn't at all what it used to be. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline. Fennett. Chewing the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. His long soft leaves. Dark blue flowers smells like sweet rhubarb.
David Schaefer.
They're saying the artist's been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seemed to me the art always looked out for the less fortunate. The cold is too much to bear beyond the camp. I was forced to turn back or to advise against it. But if you are determined to explore Great Cable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Warmest regards. Great Cable. Right there. Several hours of arduous hiking. Scrambling, I'm still some distance from some summit. I'm freezing cold and ready to head home. I should be a sensible thing and turn down the mountain, but room lock. Warming effect. Bashan, no longer feeling the cold. I am presently rewarded. Sunset Mountain Trap. Sunset Mountain Cap is a type of fungus with domed caps. Somehow it's still sticky mount cap. Acid smell and unpleasant odor. Grey blue flowers with an orange center. Pentagram, crow, candle, moon, sun, eye, ankh, cup, deer head, knife, spider, pitchfork, trident thing. Common. Beth was born into a loving family but never settled. She sought out higher purposes when she was still young and left home at 14 to join the Sisterhood of Arduino. Her sisterhood undertook a liking to her and helped her to develop a renewed purpose, caring for the forest and putting her faith in the goddess Arduino. Now her mentor has been murdered and Beth is looking for answers. This plant is cursed. It's brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing more to do with it. Mushroom-like plant with red warts growing on it. Simone Green. Hellebore! Always a pleasure, my feline friend. I hope you has been nibbling the plants again. I have a favor to ask. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out information on those plants. I've been burning the midnight oil again and could use some common traps. And I know where to find it. According to Grayson's Herbology, goes in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg. In the meantime, here, take this. Common trouse. Slopes of red pike. Nobody knows why. So, red pike. Red pike. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy, the weather agreeable, and the view is majestic. Do not have to look hard to find what I Sponsor leaves. Verona Green. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put in a bit of show every now and then. Let the hunters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Long story short, I may threaten to turn a small boy into a toad, and a little bugger called my bluff. I don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can show you who deserves to be turned into a toad. And I think a little display is needed to discourage short behavior. Shimmerlung. Have you got any Shimmerlung? Produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long thin stems grow on tall leaves. Mellow glow. Winter boar. Cool blue-gray flowers. Just gonna assume. Thin stems. Burn-in stems. I don't believe I have any like that. Ruth Douglas. There's a beautiful plant that I've been looking all over, but nobody seems to have it. M something. Monk brew? I'm not sure. Week 2. That seems to be that. Thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe, ring that bell. Let's see what the next day has. Oh. Time passed, a year, then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight. Did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, when she brooded over, when she did not. It shows what she pictured when she dreamed. See you all next time in the vault. Peace.